Imagine, if you will, with me for just a moment, you're sitting at home on a Friday night, watching TV, minding your own business. All of a sudden, somebody you don't know walks through your front door. What are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to stand and fight? Hi, my name's Phil Frazier, and I'm going to talk to you for the next few minutes about a law that has been thrust into the forefront. A law that's in Florida that pertains to many states in the Union. That law is the Stand Your Ground law. And we've brought to light recently in the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman murder trial. Now, President Obama and Attorney General Eric Holder have weighed in and stated that the Stand Your Ground law needs to be repealed. They believe that we as American citizens should run away from any threat of personal injury, bodily harm, or death. I disagree. I believe that we as American citizens have the ability and the right to stand our ground. We are going to cover the Stand Your Ground law. We're going to look at the Arkansas law of a duty to retreat and also the castle doctrine. Florida law states, according to the flsenate.gov, Florida law 776.013 states you have a duty to stand your ground. That stand your ground means both in your residence, on your property, or on any property that you have the right to be on. In other words, a public park, a common piece of ground. When you're threatened, you have the ability to use deadly force if you believe that you are in danger of bodily injury or death. Now, the Arkansas law is a little bit different than that. ArkansasConservative.com in a December 11th, 2012 article states Arkansas has the castle doctrine. Now, this doctrine comes from the statement, an Englishman's home is his castle. In other words, he has the right to protect his home. Now, the Arkansas law states that in Arkansas, if I believe I am in danger and that person enters my dwelling, they come across my threshold into my home or property, I have the right to defend myself. I can defend myself with deadly force, or I can just injure them. That decision is mine, whatever I justify as necessary. Now, these laws, again, according to both President Obama and Attorney General Holder, need to be repealed and need to be looked at. I disagree. The the Examiner.com states the statute 5-2-620 as Arkansas's castle doctrine. It does not allow me the opportunity to stand my ground and fight for my safety, to fight for my family, to fight for my property, unless I'm in my dwelling. It says that in a public park, for example, I must retreat when encountered or threatened. I have to back away. I have to turn around and flee. I can't stand and protect myself. The United States Constitution allows me the right to bear arms. Now, Arkansas law allows me the right to carry a concealed weapon. However, it says I'm not allowed to use justifiable deadly force outside my residence. Now, what does that mean? Well, I guess it means in the event I shoot and kill someone on my property, I guess I should drag them into my home. That sounds maybe a little comical to some, but I believe I have the right to protect myself and my family and my property, not only on my residence premises or my home, but anywhere. I think that to turn around and run away from danger may or may not be the right situation. Now, I'm not a fighter. I'm not a person who likes conflict. However, if my children are threatened, my wife is threatened, or my property is threatened, I don't know what I might do. But I think it's important for us to understand the laws and the way they apply to us. It's time for America to stop retreating. President Obama and Eric Holder, we don't need to repeal stand your ground laws. If anything, we need to deter criminals from knowing that I can't stand up and fight. I have to run away. I have to get away from you. I disagree completely with this thought process. I want to stand my ground. I want to be able to tell people, you don't know what may happen if you confront me. I'm a big man. I'm an intimidating man. So, in conclusion, I just want to let you know what the Arkansas state law is. This is a very hot topic, and it's become the water cooler talk in many, many states around the union. And now we have politicians weighing in on a federal stance. Not only the state level, but now the federal government is wanting to get involved. So again, I just want to reiterate to you that we as American citizens have the right to protect ourselves. I believe it's an innate right. Our bodies are built that we either stand and fight or we run away. I think that decision is up to us. I also believe that we have the right to protect our children, our families, our property, and our loved ones, to whatever extent that may be. Justify a homicide? Possibly. Injury? Definitely. I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to talk to you today, and I'd like you to think about that scenario I presented in the very beginning. When somebody comes through your front door and you aren't expecting it, what are you going to do? Think about it now, because it may happen. And you now know what the Arkansas law says and what rights you have as an Arkansan. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed today's talk, and I look forward to seeing you soon.